welcome to Save with Judy. Today's video is a little bit different. We're not going to be stuffing any cash into any of my binders. We're not going to be talking about the regular hop. I'm not going to be showing you anything I'm putting on Etsy or any of that kind of stuff. Today we are talking about mindset, motivation, and mindfulness. And yes, I'm part of the hop for motivation. And this is by Donna, Powered by Creativity. She's the one that gave us the guideline because after all, she is our guru. And I love her to death. And I hope that you'll go and check out her videos. So I'm using what she has given us as a guideline. I'm just going to go through the questions that she has asked us to think about, and I'm just go through them one by one. Okay, the first one is, how do you set your mindset for success? So I've written down, I know that I have to stay focused to reach my goals. And that's true. If we take our focus off of what our goal is, we're going to sway, aren't we? Somewhere down the line, we're going to, instead of maybe putting that $5 maybe into the medical folder where you need it, or maybe into the debt folder where you need it, or envelope, you might say, oh, I don't know, I might need this for something else. Well, that's taking your eye off the ball. And that's what I try to do every day. I get up every morning thinking about, okay, what am I going to do today to keep reaching my goal? And that's what we have to do. And the next thing, it says, what behaviors do I have toward money? I said, unlike before, I think before spending money. And that is so true. Before, I didn't think anything. Maybe if I went to the Walmart and I saw a cute top in there I liked, ooh, I would go get it. Here goes the card. Swipe, swipe. I don't do that anymore. I'll go through there and I say, ooh, that's a cute top, but I really don't need it. I really don't need it. I've got plenty of clothes. I don't need it. And that's how I've changed, because if there was something I wanted, or maybe something I saw online, I used to shop QVC a lot. I haven't shopped QVC now in 2 years. And that's because I think before spending that money. And that's how my behavior has changed toward it. The next thing is, how does your mindset impact your day? And I said, I know that I need to spend a good portion of my day on planning and working on my savings goals if I want to be successful. And that's true. Like I said before, I get up in the morning and I'm setting my my binders up and everything ready to do my video. And I know that I have to plan ahead, and I know how much money I'm going to put in each envelope that I'm going to be doing that day. And I try to stay on top of it, because that's what you have to do. If I just get up and think, oh, I've got to go do a video. Oh, well, I'll just do $20 a day and just, put it in there. That's not setting your mind to what you need to do. I have to plan. I have to know. I mean, I'm a planner. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a planner. And I have to know exactly how much, even though you'll see me sit here and cut that money, I know how much. Well, other than scratchers, you don't know, but I know how much I'm putting in that binder total for that day. And that's what you have to do. And what part of me do I want to reinforce? To not give up. Sure, I think all of us, we have days that maybe we get and think, oh, I don't know if I can do it today. I'm really tired. I'm kind of not focused today. Wonder if I could just skip today. Maybe I just don't really feel like videoing today. I think I might just not do it today. And then I have to snap out of it and I say, yes, you are, because you've got to stay on it. If I want my channel to be successful, I know what I have to do. And I can't let my guard up. And that's what we have to do. Not only, even if you don't have a channel, you can't let your guard up when it comes to reaching your goals. My goals are that I have some debts that I want to pay off. I want to go on some vacations. I want to have money at Christmas so that I don't have to put money on a credit card. Those are my goals for this year. And I'm setting those goals right in my eyesight to where I know what they are, and I'm going to accomplish them this year. I have 2 loans that I want to get paid off before the end of the year. One, I hope, will be paid off by July. The other one I want done by the end of the year. And then I'm going to start knocking down more on my credit cards. I'm putting extra money toward them now, but I want to do even more. And so I'm saying I can't give up. And that's what we have to do. And don't give up even if you have something that kind of brings you back down. Maybe something will happen and you have to take money out of an envelope, which happened to me this week. Guy had to have some surgery yesterday and they wanted $250 up front. Well, I hated to do it, but I had to go take $52 out of my 52-week challenge because I didn't want to charge it. So my goal is now, instead of $10 a week into that 52-week challenge, I'm going to try my best to put 15 so I can kind of make back up what I had to take out. I could just say, oh, to heck with it. I'm just tired of this whole thing. It seems like I take 2 steps forward or a step forward and 2 steps back. Sometimes that happens, but we can't give up. We just have to start over, and that's what we have to do. Okay, where do I see myself in a year or 5 years? I hope that I'm out of debt. I hope I have those 2 loans paid off. I hope I have the credit cards paid off that we have. At our age, we shouldn't have any debt, but that didn't happen for us because we weren't really smart with our financial things until a couple of years ago, and really kind of too late for us, but we're working on it. And that is where I see myself in 5 years. Okay, what motivates you? The need to be successful and fulfilled. That's what got me on this journey. I retired. I loved my job. I loved working. But I wasn't fulfilled after I quit. It's like I had nothing to do. And as some of you know, I started doing the Storytime channel just so I would have something to do. But then I started watching some people in the budgeting community and I thought, oh goodness, I would love to do that. That's such a fun way to save. And it just changed everything for me. It really, really did. It changed how I thought about money. It changed how I was spending money. It's given me some goals and it's helping me be fulfilled. And I've made so many friends, and that has been such a bonus. Because after you quit work, those of you that are not retired, you will find that when you get retired, it's like your friends are gone. The people that you talk to every day. Your connection with the world outside of your home is gone. And this has helped me so, so much. And I'm not planning on giving it up anytime soon. Okay, and it says, what keeps you motivated? It is you all. Honestly, it is my friends that I have made here on YouTube. It is the budgeting community that keeps me motivated. Watching everyone else's videos, going to the lives, interacting, chatting, that is what keeps me motivated. I really think if I would quit doing that, if I would quit corresponding with you all and interacting with you all, I might get down into those dumps again, and I don't want that to happen because you all have helped me come out of it. And I appreciate all of you so much, and you have become my friends, and I appreciate you. What do you do when you lose it? When I finish a challenge, it feels so good, but there have been times when I've had to pull it out, just like this week. It hurts, but so happy that I had it saved. Happened to me last year. My computer went down. I had to go buy a brand new laptop, and the programs that it was over $1,000. And it broke my heart to break into my envelopes and have to pull that money out. But you know what? I was very lucky because I did have it in there. I did not have to charge it. I did not put it on a charge card. And I was so lucky I had that money. If I wasn't doing this, I probably would have had that money spent and I would have had to put my laptop on a charge card. That's what would have happened. Luckily, I didn't have to. So while it hurt pulling that money out, it felt so good to walk up to that cash register and hand them cash. That's the same thing I'm trying to do. You know, you all have heard me talk about how I want a new stove so bad. I could go get a new stove. I could go charge it or whatever. I don't want to. I want to save the money and I want to walk in with that cash and pay for that stove. I could go pull money out of our savings that we have. I don't want to do that. For me, it's a challenge. I want the challenge of saving that money for that stove and getting it. And yes, it does hurt when you have to break into your savings and pull it out. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes life's, doesn't it? Okay, how to make a comeback. I just start over. And that's what you have to do. Last year when I had to pull that money out for that computer, I just started over. There's been a few times when I've just started a challenge all over. And it's okay. It's all right. I was happy that I had that money in there. And I don't care to start over again. Okay, what do you tell yourself? I tell myself every day, I can do it. I can do it. I know when I first started the storybook channel, at first I thought, I don't know, do I really want people to see my face? Because I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do the storybook channel and not show my face. Which, when I did the storybooks, I just had my hand, but I felt like I needed to put an introduction with them. And for that, they need to see my face. So I thought, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. But you know what? I just said, to heck with it. What does it matter? And I did it. And from there, I just went on. I'm not nervous about it anymore. I'm not nervous to talk to you guys. When I first started the lives, I was just showing my hands. A couple months ago, I just thought, what the heck? And I went ahead and started showing my face. What does it matter? It's fine. So I just tell myself every day that I can do it. How do I find motivation? Like I said, it's by watching other channels. If you have a channel, I'm sure that you get motivation from watching others too. If you don't have a channel, I hope that you'll keep watching a lot of channels, because that will keep you motivated to keep saving your money and keep doing your savings challenges. People might laugh. They kind of laugh. They say, well, why are you doing that? Why are you playing a game to save money? Can't you just put the money in the envelope if you have what you want to save? Yeah, but that takes the fun out of it. That's the whole point. We're having fun saving money. And so that's what motivates me. Okay, and how do you maintain your mindset? And I maintain it by working on it every day. I work on it every day. And as you know, I do a video every day. Sometimes if we're going to be busy or I'm going to be going somewhere, I will do them ahead. But for the most part, I'm doing it every day. And I check my binders every day. Sometimes I will go through my binders and I will count the envelope and I put a little sticky on it. Count the envelope, put a little sticky on it, just so I can go run through and do a tabulation of what I have in that binder. And it's so satisfying to me when I can turn that page and see that sticky note and I've added up how much I've got in that binder, and it just thrills me. Okay, and I've skipped one here. What steps can you take to move toward mindfulness? Well, I guess the steps that, again, you could take is just to make sure that you're doing it every day. You have to be mindful of the goals that you have. Okay, what are some roadblocks to being motivated? Time and unexpected expenses is what I wrote down. Sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time. There are days when I'm so busy with, doing my videos and working on Etsy products and stuff like that, and all of a sudden it's time to fix dinner. And I think, where did my day go? Why did it seem like when I was working, the day drug on? It was so long, and it was never going to be over. Now it seems like my day is gone just like that, and I don't know where it went. And that's crazy, isn't it? I don't know. I love my job, but I really kind of love this more. But time and unexpected expenses is the roadblock that we all run into, because we run out of time and unexpected expenses come up. And again, we might have to get into an envelope or two. But that's okay. Turn that mindset around and say, oh, well, that's not going where I wanted it to go, but I'm so happy that I had it. That's the attitude we have to have. Okay, do you have personal, financial, and family motivations? And I wrote down, yes, being debt-free, I want to travel, and I want money for holidays. And those are my motivators. For this year, 2025, those are my motivators. Do you have a support system? Yes, my husband is my biggest supporter. He always has been in anything I've wanted to do. And I've done a lot of things over the years besides my regular job. But he's always supported me. I've never done anything that he has said, well, that's crazy, don't do that, or whatever. I don't think he really understood what I was doing with this until last Christmas. He was fine with me doing it, but when I was able to do all of our Christmas and not charge one item, he was tickled. He didn't say much to me, but I heard him telling my daughter when she was here at Christmas. I heard him telling her, Mom was able to get all of Christmas this year without charging anything. She saved up all the money for Christmas, and he was so proud of me for that. And it thrilled me to death hearing him say that. And that's when I knew he was fine with what I'm doing. And I know that, like in the vehicle binder that I have, I can tell that he's real pleased when he says he needs something, or maybe he needs an oil change or whatever. And I come out here and I say, here, we have it in the vehicle binder. And I said something to him a couple times. I said, isn't that nice having that money set aside like that? And he'll say, yeah, it is. So now he's understanding, and he's my biggest supporter. Okay, and how do you motivate others? I try my best in my videos to encourage others. I hope that I do. I hope that you all find my videos are encouraging, and I hope it thrills me when I see you doing one of my challenges and that you're doing it with me. And sometimes I'll even go show Guy. I'll show Guy the video. I'll say, look, they're doing the Sunday Playing with Friends with me. Or maybe they're doing the Let's Save Together this month with me or whatever. I show Guy quite often. And it just thrills me to death to see that. And that makes me feel like maybe you aren't encouraged with what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that I'm encouraging for you. Okay, mindfulness. What are my current thoughts and feelings toward my finances? I would love to be able to reach my debt goals faster, but I'm trying to stay steady without feeling like it's a punishment or burden. I think sometimes that when we're saving like we are, maybe you can start feeling that way. That maybe you're not getting that cute top at Walmart or at the mall or whatever because you want to save that money. Maybe you start feeling like, well, you're punishing yourself. Well, I think sometimes maybe you need to treat yourself in order to not feel that way. But just don't go overboard. Because I think you could let yourself feel like it's a punishment, or maybe it's becoming a burden. And we need to let ourselves not do that. We need to say, no, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to do. And that's where we just have to do it. And I hope that, and I realize that sometimes you might have to, just like, okay, a little over a month ago, Guy and I took an overnight trip over to the mountains. It really wasn't time for us to go on a vacation. I didn't really want to get into my vacation savings to do that. But it was something that we needed. And just the one night away did so much for both of us, just to get away from things, just for a few hours. And I think sometimes we need to do that. And sometimes you have to do that to keep it from feeling like it's a punishment or burden. But then I came back home and I started focusing on putting that money back in vacation, And that's what I do. How am I currently interacting with my finances? I am currently continuing to stay on track with less spending and more savings. I try every day to do that. That's what I love about this little daily dollar. Or, Donna has a daily savings. I did it last year. I think doing this helps me realize it helps me say every day, okay, I saved $1. I saved $1. I didn't spend that dollar. And that's what it helps me to stay on track in my mind. Okay, how can I appreciate the second quarter of my financial journey? Okay, I plan to have a personal loan paid off. The second quarter, I have a loan that I'm going to pay off. We had taken out a loan last year to do some renovations on a little rental house that we have. and I want to get that paid. We've got it paid down to like $500, and I would love to have it paid off by July or in July. So that is a goal for me for the next quarter. Okay, what am I grateful for from the last quarter? I am grateful for the motivation and encouragement I received from friends. I am grateful that I was able to save more toward taxes and debt. There again, this year was the first time I have ever had to pay taxes. Of course, I had to because I had some YouTube earnings and I had Etsy earnings. So I had to pay taxes on that. If it hadn't been for me doing all these savings challenges in these binders, I might not have had the money to pay those taxes. But I did because of that. So, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the motivation that I see from you all. Every time that I see someone make a comment in one of my videos, that motivates me. It motivates me to do it again the next day. What am I most excited for this quarter? Adding to my travel savings and some summer travel. That is what I'm so excited about this quarter. Like I said, we're planning on going. I think I said it in my video regular video for today. I think we're planning on going to see my daughter this summer, but we're trying to decide if I want to go in June and be there for her birthday, which I never really get to be there for her birthday, or if we want to go in July when my sister her son's in Nashville, and I wouldn't have to worry about her. And also my niece in New York is wanting us to meet them in Nashville toward the end of July. So I don't know if maybe I want to go to Amy's and then leave there and go to Nashville, or if I want to go in June and see Amy and then come back home and then go to Nashville. I don't know. We haven't decided which, but that's what I'm most excited for this quarter. And I'm so anxious to finish this binder. I do this binder with my members, and you can see it is pretty packed. And I'm so anxious to finish it and see how much is in it and know how much money I have for travel this year. Plus, I travel Thursdays. I'm going to have money from those. So anyway, that is what I'm planning on. And I'm going to go over with you the 5 R's of mindfulness. Number 1, recognize. Become aware of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in the present moment. This involves acknowledging both pleasant and unpleasant experiences without judgment. Relax. Find ways to slow down and connect with your breath. This can involve deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or simply taking a few moments to pause and observe your physical sensations. Again, sometimes you might feel overwhelmed with what you're doing and your goals. Don't let it. Just relax, take a deep breath, and you can do it. Review. Gently examine your options and responses to a situation. Consider what you can control and what you cannot, and practice letting go of things outside of your influence. Again, sometimes we can't control when we have to break into those binders and pull a little money out. But that's all right, because we can do it all over. We did it once, we can do it again. Respond. Respond from your inner wisdom and compassion, rather than from reactivity or fear. Let go of worry about the past or future outcomes. And that's hard to do, isn't it? I know sometimes I know that I sit and think about the past a lot, but then I'll think, you know what? There's nothing I can do about that. And that's kind of always been my motto. Worry about the things that you can do something about. Don't worry about the things that you can't. And I tell my sister is a big worrier. And I tell her that all the time. You can't do anything about that, Marianne. Just quit worrying about it. It's not something you can do anything about. And that's what we have to be. Return. Continuously bring your awareness back to the present moment when your mind wanders. This requires a gentle and persistent effort to stay grounded in the here and now. And that is true too. Sometimes we might get tired. And I know I did. You get tired and you think, oh, is it all worth it? But it is. I turn my mind back around and I say, yes, it is. because eventually I'm going to reach my goals. And and honestly, mostly I do it to be with you guys. Honestly, I love it. I love the budgeting community. I love the friends that I've made. So I'm going to keep returning for you all too, as well as my goals. Okay, so I want to let you know who's going after me. The person that did the hot motivation in front of me was Frugality in Life. And the next one is my girl budgeting, our friend Jack. So I hope that you will watch her video. And I can't get to my little envelope right now. It's behind here, but I think that hers is on Friday, maybe, my girl budgeting, because we're trying to do the motivational hop on the days we do not have the regular hop. But anyway, take the envelope that tells you the days that everyone is doing them this month is on DonnaPoweredByCreativity.com. Go there, download the envelope, print it off so that you'll know who is doing the motivational hop, what days, and I hope that you'll join every one of us, and I hope that you got something out of today's. I hope I was able to encourage you a little bit and help you to stay motivated and give you that stick to it attitude, because that's what we've got to have, isn't it? So I'm going to let you go now, and I want every one of you to know how much I appreciate you and that I love you, and I will see you the next time.